Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening everyone. My name is Revita Nadila as moderator of Group 3. My friend Bulkis Nuria as news anchor and Novi Siti Kholisoh as research person. So the topic we will discuss is gender equality. What is gender equality? Gender equality definition in the states in which access to rights or opportunities is unaffected by gender. It's not only women who are affected by gender inequality, all genders are impacted, including men, trans and gender, diverse people. This in turn impact children and families, and people of all age and backgrounds. And news highlights about gender equality. 1. Husband support is important in gender equality at home. 2. Japan's airlines stop saying ladies and gentlemen. 4. Japan appoints first woman to be warship commander. And the last, rape case in Australia.
Second, husband support is important in gender equality at home. Titi Kamal and Christian Sugiono, the couple who are also brand ambassadors for ABC Ketchup, are famous for their chemistry in building a family. Christian shows his support for Titi in the family by helping cook in the kitchen, without being afraid of the perception that cooking is only for women. In commemoration of Women's Equality Day, Ketchup ABC launched the hashtag Husband and Wife Cook campaign as a form of gender equality education. This education is also aimed at boys in the family, who will later become husbands who are aware of gender equality. Collaborating with Ketchup ABC, this couple also support husband and wife cooking together by promoting the hashtag Husband and Wife Cooking on social media. This is in line with Titi Haynes ABC Indonesia's commitment through ABC Ketchup to realize the spirit of gender equality at Indonesia. Third, Japan Airlines stop saying ladies and gentlemen. Japan Airlines will no longer use the greeting ladies and gentlemen and will choose to use a more inclusive greeting, namely dear passengers or all passengers, on all its flights starting October 1st, 2020. Taro Iwasaki, public relations officer for Japan Airlines, told CNN Travel that we have been promoting diversity since 2014. And this is one of the actions we have taken to treat everyone equally regardless of gender. Previously, the Tokyo-based airline's most recent step toward gender equality was in March 2020, when it announced it would give flight attendants the option to wear trousers instead of skirts to be more comfortable on plane. That's not the only positive step toward gender equality at the airlines. The airline subsidiary, Japan Airlines Express, could have Japan's first female commercial air pilot. Ari Fuji earned his pilot's license in the United States and then returned to his home country when he was accepted into an airline's pilot training program at Japan Airlines. He was hired in 2019, and since then his career has taken off. However, the lack of female pilots is not only a Japanese problem. The International Civil Aviation Organization, a UN specialized agency, estimates that only around 5% of all pilots worldwide are women. Next, Japan appoints first woman to be warship commander. The Japanese Navy has appointed a female military officer, Ryoko Azuma, as the commander of one of its largest warship units for the first time. This is the first time a woman has been appointed to this position. In this unit, Azuma was the head of 4 warships with around 1,000 personnel. One of those fleets is a helicopter carrier and Japan's large naval vessel. Around 400 crew members attended the inauguration event. Azuma hopes that his achievements can inspire female juniors. As reported by AFP, up to now, there are 14,000 female personnel in the Japanese Defense Forces, 6% of the country's total military members. And the next one, rape case in Australia. Following the circulation of waves of accusations of sexual harassment, discrimination, and misconduct against women in the Australian Parliament, the hashtag March for Justice movement has sparked protests in dozens of cities. Women in solidarity don all-black attire as a symbol of strength and mourning, while chanting, "We will not be silenced." Demonstrators in Melbourne carried a 1-meter-long white banner with the names of women who have died in Australia due to violence since 2008.
Okay, enough. Thanks to the news anchor Bulkis Nuria. Who want to ask, please ask our source, Novi Siti Khalisoh. And I, as the moderator, have permission to say goodbye. Good evening and thank you. Bye-bye.